come today to witness and celebrate the start of a relationship and to acknowledge and strengthen a bond that already exists. It is a happy day, a day to celebrate love and joy, a day to celebrate all that life can be. And it's even more special when it is shared with those of whom we love. Please stand for the arrival of the bridal party.
I'll tell the world, I'll sing the song. It's a better place since you came along. Since you came along. Your touch is sunlight through the trees. Your kisses are the ocean breeze. Everything's alright when you're with me. And you're my favorite thing. Oh, the love that you bring. Well, it feels like I've opened my eyes again. And the colors are golden and bright again. There's a song in my heart, I feel like I belong. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along.
Sonny, do you give Jessica to be married to Matthew today?
I do, yes.
Please be seated. On behalf of Jessica and Matthew, I would like to welcome you all here on this wonderful day. They have brought us together here for an occasion of great joy and a cause for great celebration. Having found each other, they have built the kind of relationship that will serve them well as the foundation for their marriage. They have chosen each one of you to be here with them to witness their wedding vows as they join together as husband and wife. My name is Vanessa Dobson, and I am a civil marriage celebrant who will solemnise this happy marriage. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. I do wish you both a lifetime of happiness. Marriage is a commitment in life where two people can find and bring out the very best in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other human relationship can equal. A physical and emotional joining that has the promise of a lifetime. Marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A wife and a husband are each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and sometimes even critic. A successful marriage is not something that just happens. It takes work, it takes patience, and it takes time. It takes a commitment from the both of you, a commitment to do whatever it takes to make your relationship thrive and not just simply survive. If you can find the happy medium within marriage, happiness is fuller, memories are fresher, and commitment is stronger. It will encourage and nurture new life, new experiences, and new ways of expressing a love that is deeper than life itself. Family and friends, you will hear today what it means for Jess and Matt to love. It will warm your hearts, make you smile, and inspire each and every relationship here today. Most of you will know the story of how they met, but they have been asked separately their thoughts and feelings of each other. Here before us are two genuine people who love, admire, and appreciate one another. Jess and Matt first met where most modern-day love stories are created, online. Both of them had their location set for finding their perfect match within 50 kilometres of their location. Matt was living in Melbourne and Jess in Tamworth. However, fate somehow intervened and they were matched 1,147 kilometres apart. Despite the distance, they began chatting for a few days over the phone and through text for hours and hours a day. On first impressions, whilst going through his profile, Jess thought this man was too good to be true. She was smitten straight away by his good looks and thought this was all a trick. She said people as good looking as Matt don't show interest in people like her. The first time Matt heard Jess's voice on the phone, he thought she was so warm, so caring, and she made him feel comfortable. As they progressed talking, she was convinced it was all a game, but said it was nice having someone to chat with. And when they had spoke of Matt coming up to see her and spend a bit of time together, she still thought it was all a joke. Within less than a week, Matt had a large suitcase packed, said goodbye to Melbourne, and got on a train Tamworth bound to start a new life. On the day he was meant to arrive, Jess went to work as normal, told her workmates about it, and they all laughed and joked about a potential catfish scenario. It wasn't until Matt sent her a photo of the Werris Creek train station that the realisation set in. She stopped, pretty much spat out her coffee, and said to the guys at work, "He is actually coming, I really have to go." Everyone was in shock, running around like duffers in disbelief and then in panic. They all thought, what if he's a murderer? They all laughed that he was extremely committed if he was a murderer. By this stage, Jess had just a few hours until they met. This amazingly perfect human that she believed was too good to be true. She waited at the train station thinking, what if he sees me and walks the other way? What if he decides the minute that he sees me that he has made a mistake? They instantly locked eyes. He smiled at her and she got butterflies. He didn't turn away and he didn't run. And as he walked toward her, his smile just got bigger and bigger. Jess's heart raced faster and faster, and he had the biggest suitcase that she had ever seen in her life. He walked over, kissed her, and she knew at that minute that for her, this was it. She had never felt so engaged or adored. This was the real deal. Matt said from the moment they locked eyes at the train station, he knew he was in love. There was no awkwardness from the very start. It's always been easy, comfortable, and fun. Early on in their relationship, they would enjoy coffee dates together during lunch breaks. Thursday nights were steak nights, and they enjoyed watching movies and snacks on the couch, where they discovered their common love for NCIS, and Jess was stoked that she was able to convince her city boy to watch every season of McLeod's Daughters with her. Apart from that, Jess and Matt say it was basically straight into family life. There was no big honeymoon period. They were pretty much just an instant family. Their life was work and Lachlan. Matt had become a stepdad to a 4-year-old boy and loved it since day one. And Jess really enjoyed watching Lockie and Matt's relationship grow into the loving brotherhood that it is today, saying that they are best buds. In 2018, Matt and Jess welcomed their daughter Gracie into their family unit, a much-loved little sister for Lockie. After being together for 4 years, Matt and Jess's love had grown. Their relationship had blossomed, and Jess decided that with their pending 4-year anniversary approaching, it was time for a surprise proposal. It was peak COVID, so being unable to go anywhere, Jess decided to make Matt his favourite dinner, a roast, while Matt watched the footy. Noticing that Jess was dressed up and looking absolutely stunning, he decided to have a shave, have a shower, and put on something decent. Halfway through a candlelit dinner, Jess presents Matt with a small gift bag, telling him it's something little as an anniversary gift. Matt opened the gift bag and pulled out a little box. In it was a beautiful pair of cufflinks and a tie clip set. The cufflinks say, "I love you," and "always and forever." He then looks at the tie clip and it says, "Marry me." Matt looked at Jess and she had the biggest, brightest and most beautiful eyes looking at him. And she says to him, "You took a massive risk and packed your life up 4 years ago and moved here for me. So now I'm going to take a risk and ask you to marry me." They hugged, kissed, and both had tears in their eyes. And of course, Matt said yes. To which Jess responded, "Well, that's good, because there's a present in that bag for me too." And in there was a big, beautiful ring that Jess had bought for herself. Matt, Jess appreciates the way you accepted both Lockie and herself into your heart and life, and the way you treat Lockie like your own son. Jess said you have strong work ethic, the biggest heart, most caring nature, and your sense of humour always makes her laugh with all those dad jokes that you tell. She said you love your family more than words can explain, and you're so proud of your big brother Mike, which shows your selflessness. But above all, you are a great father to your children. She values the great passion that you have for things that you enjoy, mostly AFL, being Geelong's #1 supporter. You are her comfort. You ground her and tell her the hard truths, even when she doesn't want to hear them. You have taught Jess that she is strong and that it is okay to stand up for herself, that it's okay to say no, and that it's okay to put herself first, and that she is enough. Jess, Matt said you are superwoman, and he constantly tells you that you're doing an amazing job. He admires the way you mother 2 active kids with plenty of extracurricular activities, as well as holding down a hectic full-time job and being amazing at it all. Throw in the usual adult duties of cooking, cleaning, being an amazing partner, lover and friend. He said he honestly doesn't know how you manage to get everything done, and always with a smile too. Matt said the biggest things you have taught him is how to love with his whole heart, and that it's okay to not be okay because he has you by his side. Over the years, Matt and Jess have achieved many wonderful things together. They have a beautiful home, cars, great jobs, made many wonderful memories, but their biggest accomplishment by far is that of their 2 beautiful children, Lachlan and Grace, who are their absolute world. Always asking each other, how did we get so lucky to have 2 healthy, funny, cheeky, amazing children? They feel extremely blessed. Matt and Jess envision working their absolute butts off for the next 30 to 35 years before retiring and travelling around Australia in a caravan. Growing old together, one day at a time, as long as they have one another, then nothing else matters. Before we get to the vows, I would like to ask Lockie to come forward, please.
Locke, I know I wasn't there the day you came into this world, or for your first steps, but I promise I'll be there for more of your first, okay? I promise to love you forever as my son. You okay? It's okay, I got you. I won't cry if you don't cry. Okay? I promise to always be there for you. I promise to guide you through life. I promise to be the best husband for your mum and the best dad I can be for you, your mum and your sister. And you will always be safe with us. I promise you. Okay? I ask everyone here to witness that I, Matthew Peter Zeppel, take you, Jessica Kathleen Margaret Ryde, to be my wedded wife. Jess, today I commit my life to you. I give you my heart to love fully and protect fiercely. I give you my hand to hold tightly and to make you feel safe. From the first time we spoke, I knew there was something special about you. Your voice was warming and calmed all my anxieties. We spoke for hours, and the entire time you had my heart beating in a way it has never done before. You were kind, caring, and genuine. You were a shining light that drew me in and made me feel safe. You have taught me so much in our journey together. You have taught me that it's okay not to be okay, because I have you. You have taught me to love with my whole heart and to accept your love with my whole heart. You have taught me how to be a parent and a role model to our two beautiful children. I told you from early on that one day I would make you my queen, and I stand here in front of you today a completed man. I have my queen, I have my prince, and I have my princess. I promise to love you forever, unconditionally and wholeheartedly. I promise to be faithful to you. I promise to listen to you, to support you, to encourage you, to comfort you, and to give you strength in time of weakness. I promise to make you laugh, to make you feel happy, and to make you feel safe. I promise to love, protect, defend, and nurture our children, Lachlan and Grace. I promise to always be there for them and to guide them through life. I promise to make you smile and to make you feel loved, appreciated, and respected. I promise to always hold your hand as we walk side by side through life. And I also promise to try and wash the dishes the way you want me to do them with soap. Finally, I promise to never take this moment for granted. The day we stood together in front of our family and friends and pledged our love for each other. Jessica, you have today made me the happiest man in the world, and I cannot wait to spend eternity with you.
I ask everyone here to witness that I, Jessica Kathleen Margaret Ryde, take you, Matthew Peter Zeppel, to be my wedded husband. Maddie, today I stand in front of all of our loved ones to vow to be your wife. From the moment we met, I knew this was it. I am amazed by your kind heart and your gentle giving soul. You're the person that keeps me smiling, laughing and singing. You're my best friend, and I'm the luckiest person on the earth to call you mine. Because of you, I believe. I slowly feel myself becoming the me that I had always dreamed of being. You are the strength I didn't know I needed, and you've showed me a strength that I didn't know I had. You have always loved me without reservations. You've praised me in a way that I never thought was possible, and because of you, I am the best woman and mother I can be. Thank you for being the man of my dreams and the best father I could have ever imagined for our children. I promise to love you for who you are
and for who you're yet to become. I promise to be patient and laugh at all your ridiculous puns and dad jokes. I promise to nurture your dreams, make them mine, and help you reach them. I promise to laugh with you every day and continue dancing with you in the kitchen to all of our favourite songs. I promise to celebrate with you when the Cats win, even though after 6 years I still don't fully understand what's going on. And I vow to I give you the space that you need to process when they lose. I promise to remember that we're not perfect, only perfect for each other. I promise to be faithful, supportive, and to always make our family's love and happiness my priority. I'll be yours in plenty and in want, in sickness and in health, and to watch our past failures become our future triumphs. I will dream with you, celebrate with you, walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring. Always know that I got you, and I choose you. I choose you 1,000,000 times over, without pause, without doubt. I'd keep choosing you.
Having this love in your hearts, you have chosen to seal your vows by exchanging rings. From the earliest times, the circle has been a sign of completeness. The rings that you have chosen to wear have neither no beginning nor end, much like your love for one another. May these rings be, from this day forward, your most treasured adornment, and may the love they symbolise be your most precious possession. As you wear these rings, may they be constant reminders of these glad promises you are making today. So I ask, Matt, do you take Jess to be your wife? Do you promise to love and respect her, to be honest with her, and to stand by her through whatever may come for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Jess, as you place the ring on Matt's finger, let it be a symbol of your friendship and marriage. Jess, do you take Matt to be your husband? Do you promise to love and respect him, to be honest with him, and to stand by him through whatever may come for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Matt, as you place the ring on Jess's finger, let it be a symbol of your friendship and marriage. Matt and Jess, may your life together be blessed with prosperity and good health. May you always share open and honest communication between each other, respect each other's individual talents and gifts, and give full support to each other's professional and personal pursuits. May you cherish the home and the family that you have created together. May all the years to come be filled with moments to celebrate and renew your love. May your love be a lifelong source of excitement, contentment, affection, respect, and devotion for one another. It now gives me great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations to you both. Matt, you can now kiss your bride. Thank you, everyone. I'll now ask you all to please wait to congratulate the newlyweds, as we will now proceed to the signing of the register, along with Michael and Jamie Lee to be their witnesses. Thank you.
My heartbeat, my soul dance, my Sunday morning sipping on coffee in bed. My know when you know best friend, the stealer of my t-shirts, my reason for speeding home from work, my saving grace, my everything. I've never been more sure that you're my makes me laugh like you do.
On behalf of your family and friends, Matt and Jess, I would now like to congratulate you both. May you increase each other's joy in life every day of your lives together. Family and friends, it is with great pleasure that I would now like to be the very first to introduce to you all Mr. and Mrs. Zeppel.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite the wedding party to come forward. Naomi Vaughan and Lachlan Neeson. Sarah Lockery and Toby Norris. Come on, hop along, let's go. Jamie Lee Norris and Michael Zeppel. And ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding as I welcome for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Jessica Zappel.
Today was the proudest moments as a father, as I walk my beautiful daughter down the aisle to marry the love of her life. I would like to thank you all for coming, celebrating Jessica and Matt's love for each other and sending them off into the rest of their lives together. Jess, I'm so proud of the woman and mother you are, and I'm pleased you and Matt and the happiness they bring each other. I must have read that wrong. Matt, thanks for the love and support you give Jess and the hard work you do for your family. I would also like to thank Pete and Marie for taking my daughter as your own, and love and support for you've shown for her. And I hope you all enjoyed your night. And a toast to the happy couple, to Jess and Matt.
Thanks, Amy. On behalf of my wife and I, I'd like to thank every one of you for coming tonight, making our night as special as it is. You've all travelled from across town, the state, country, or some of you even travelled across the planet to be here. And we're very grateful that you've taken the time to be with us tonight. I would also like to take a moment to think of those who aren't here today. I have a number of special people I'd like to thank. Firstly to Sunny and Karina. Thank you for accepting me into your family. Thank you for your help, your guidance and your support that you've given us. You've made me feel like a part of this family for a long time now. And not only am I lucky enough to marry the most beautiful woman in the world, but I get the best mother and father-in-law that you can ask for. Thank you. To my parents, Peter, Rita, I cannot thank you guys for everything that you've done for me over my life. But in particular, the last 6 years with my little family. You welcomed Jess and Locke into our family with the most welcoming arms. And I'll be forever grateful for everything you have done for us. And Mum, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. So, the grandparents. For the bridesmaids, you all absolutely stunning tonight. I can't thank you enough for everything that you guys do for us, not just for the wedding, but in life. The preparation for the wedding, the setting up of the wedding, but also bringing my beautiful wife back to earth and off her high horse when you needed to be. It's much appreciated. And our beautiful little flower girl, Gracie. You look absolutely beautiful tonight, Amy. So please, to the bridesmaids and the flower girl. To my groomsmen, my brother, my brother-in-law, and my son. Thank you for accepting the invitation to be up here with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Mike, I'm glad that you and Brie could make it here, even though you left it to the last 10 days to book your flight to come home. Really do appreciate you being here. You've always been my idol, you know that. And to have you there next to me on my big day means the world to me, mate. Toby, I couldn't ask for a better brother-in-law. You've taught me a lot of things that I wouldn't have learned growing up in the city, such as jumping off the back of a ute. But nah, I really appreciate it. You taught me a lot of things.
How many did you get?
6 pigs, that's what matters. And my boy Locke, you look absolutely handsome today, mate. A big part of me and your mum getting married was that you came in the package deal as well. The fact that you're okay with us getting married means the world to me. So, I'm now officially your stepdad. So now you have to listen. To the groomsmen. And now, most importantly, the reason we are all here today, to my wife. Jess, you look absolutely breathtaking today. Seeing you walk down that aisle actually really made me cry, but Locke would have won $10, so I couldn't cry. I told you from very early in our relationship that I was going to marry you, and for once I was right. I'll probably hold on to that memory for a long time. Our celebrant told you how we all met today. We never should have met each other. We never should have known each other. And somehow we do. And we're all here today because of that. I cannot believe how lucky I am to have Jess in my life. She's the best mother, the best wife, the best friend you could ask for. But if I keep talking, she's going to get really angry because I'm going to get into dancing time. Jess, you are the most incredible woman I've ever met in my life. I cannot wait to go through life with you as husband and wife. There is a saying I heard a long time ago, and I've never said it to you before, because I hope to say it one day in front of all their family and friends at our wedding. You don't marry someone you want to live your life with, you marry someone you can't live your life without. And that sums up how I feel about you. So, come on away.
So what happened was like out here about 2:45, Matt turns to me, he's like, so you got the speech written, don't you? Did you ask me to write my speech? No, I didn't ask you to write my speech. You told me to be here on the Saturday at 2:30, I'm here, and then he said, write the speech. And this is the speech being written right now, so thank you. That's classic Matt too, classic. So I came home 12 months ago, was in Sydney. I had to do the 14-day quarantine home back from the USA, so they locked me in the Marriott, no air, nothing, and I sat there for 14 days. And then Matt and Jess came up the weekend that I got out. And it was my birthday, we hung out, and Lockie and Gracie came up, and we spent the weekend hanging out in Sydney. And I left the weekend saying that that was the happiest I'd seen Matt ever, after everything. Living in Melbourne together, him being up here, me still being in Melbourne. I went away, came back, and then we spent the weekend with the family, and it was the absolute happiest that I'd seen. So I went home, told Mum, told Dad, ended up back with Britt, and left here really, really pleased that he had found what he was looking for. And then I come back 12 months, it's just a 12-month thing, I just come back once every 12 months. So come back 12 months later, and then this morning, Britt and I walked to Peel Street, which is interesting. The backing into the parking spots that's something. But Britt and I were walking, and I told her as we were heading that way, we got attacked by a dog too, that it seemed like Matt was a part of the fabric up here. And just, we were walking, just thinking about Matt and Jess talking about today, and couldn't believe how comfortable he was, how much he'd fit in, and how accepting of everyone was here of him. And that's the best part of it. So we're kind of used to, I live on the other side of the planet, Mum and Dad in Melbourne, so we're okay with being apart, but to see that our family's welcome is really a special thing. So congrats to Matt and Jess, all the best. Cheers.
I was really lucky enough to be asked to be Jessie. I'm sorry, I can't. Just say sis. Oh yeah. I can't keep calling Jessie because that's not I'm sis. So I was really lucky enough to be asked to be Sister's Maid of Honour. And I'm proud to be standing next to you on your special day as your Maid of Honour and watching you marry the love of your life. Our relationship has always been solid. We fought, of course, but my memories are filled with giggles, hugs and secrets. I won't be sharing any of those secrets tonight, because like you said at my wedding, best friends never tell. We shared a love of playing Barbies, watching movies, and still to this day, dancing in karaoke.
On a pole.
These memories, these memories I will treasure forever. You're the one I call when I'm being dramatic, and I know it, but I need someone to see it my way. And you always do, because let's be honest, we're just as crazy as each other. But on the odd occasion that you don't see my side, you set me straight and make me see a different perspective. I always know you have my back, and I'm forever grateful to have such an amazing sister. You're not only my sister, but you're my best friend, and I love you very much. Thanks for being the very best friend and Auntie Sissy to my children. And thank you for giving me two of my best friends, Lockie and Gracie, who look absolutely amazing today. Thank you to the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. You all look exceptional today. To these lovely ladies beside me, Sarah and Moni, thank you for your support through this journey and the amazing friendship you guys show my sister. I still remember the night Sis told me about Matt. She sent me a text message saying, Matt is amazing. I replied, who is Matt? From that message, I knew it was it for her. She found Prince Charming. And here we are today, celebrating the love they have for each other babysitting them off to me to their happily ever after. So Maddie, thank you for the love and support that you give my sister. I'm so glad she found someone as special as she is to share her life with. So here's to love, laughter, and happily ever after. Here's to sister.
First, I'd like to say congratulations to the beautiful groom and the handsome bride and groom. I first met Jessica when I started at the Commonwealth Bank. Jessica didn't like me, and Timothy Lady liked her either. But as days went on, we had to spend time together because the bank was our second home. We grew closer and closer, and finally something snapped, and we both thought we were actually nice people. We organised to take Lock and Jenny on a train trip, and we started hanging out regularly as Jess and I were both single mothers, and we were each other's company. As years went by, we were inseparable. From nights going out through Macca's Drive to at 3 a.m, thinking that we owned the dance floor of the Albert, and all the way now thinking we owned the speaker at the PO. Jess and I used to sit in Kids Zone and I'd go through a Tinder, and I remember saying none of these guys are good enough for you, until the day I remember Jess called me and said I've matched with a guy called Matt from Melbourne. And I'm going to pick him up from the train station. I thought to myself, this girl is dead set mad. And all I could think of was Matt was a serial killer and how she was going to murder my best friend. Until the day we all met Maddie, and then the world had changed. The most kindest, hearted person we have ever met. When Maddie and Jess got together, Maddie quickly realised that he had taken on the whole package, meeting Roni, John and Sarah, which he took in his stride. We could not have asked for a better man to take hold of our best friend's hand. I could stand here all day and say that Maddie has done all the good things Maddie has done, but we all know the good man he is. So thank you, Maddie, for making Jess the happiest girl in the world, and raise your glass for Jess and Matt.
Okay, so this is where I come in. Apparently I have to dig out all the dirt out and that and everything like that. Where do I start? I could talk about the first game of cricket, Matt, that you ever played in Perth. We were chasing butterflies instead of fielding. Or the times you used to try and drown your brother in the swimming pool playing Marco Polo. Or I could bring up that basketball is a non-contact sport, Matt. You don't hip and shoulder players, right? But I won't. Okay, I'll leave all those stories for another day. But what I can say, Matt, is that you have grown into an amazing young man, and your mother and I are so proud of you. I know your grandparents would be so very proud of you as well. Unfortunately, they're not with us anymore. Only one is, and she couldn't be here. But Matt, your grandparents love you, and we love you. You've been an amazing young woman. And as a father, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Sonny and Karina for bringing up such a lovely girl, right? Who has taken Matt, and Matt always talks about everybody up here. It's like he's got a massive big family, and there's only two of us back in Melbourne. But no one loves him like you do, Jess. And he knows that. We know that too, right? And from day one, you're always family. And you know that. And all I can say is, you'll go through some tough times, you'll go through some rough times, but the great times will outweigh those 100 times. And finally, and I said before, but welcome officially to the family. It's a Marty-type family, but it's pretty close.
I can feel you breathe. As all the walls come tumbling down, closer than I've ever felt before. And I know, and you know, there's no need for words right now. And I can feel you breathe. feel you breathe. Just breathe.
You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. Someday some boy will come and ask me for your hand, but I won't say yes to him unless I know he's the half that makes you whole. He has a poet's soul and the heart of a man's man. I know he'll say that he's in love, but between you and me, he won't be good enough. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know
You were always there for me. The tender wind that carried me, light in the dark, shining your love.